And of course, here in the South, we like coleslaw, which is about everything. Hey, today I'm going to show you guys how I do my coleslaw. Coleslaw is one of those things that people are pretty particular about. Some people like it to be finely diced like an angel hair type coleslaw. Of course, you can buy the prepackaged cabbage, and I do that sometimes if I'm in a hurry, but this is so good when you do it yourself. It's so much better. So I use my little chopper today just to show you guys how you can do this. If you want that angel hair type cabbage, you can do this on your chopper and it'll give you this kind of. Now, my coleslaw, I like it to be bigger, kind of dicey pieces, and a lot of times I'll chop it by hand. Mamaw and my nanny used to make, they would take this and just chop it in pieces like this and take this tool and just hand chop it. And I have watched them do huge bowls of cabbage like that, and you've got to have the muscle into it. But that made a fabulous cabbage. A lot of times I'll just take my chef's knife and chop it up. Today I'm going to try using my chopper and see how this does. I'm going to use this bigger dice first and just see how this does, and if I don't like it, I might use the finer dice. Okay, so then I'm going to cut these pretty fine so it'll go through there well. And let's just see if I like using this. You've got to put some muscle into that too. Now that looks more like I want my coleslaw to look. It's chunkier. So you just have to play with this and however you like to dice your coleslaw, but this is a little handy tool here to have. Got any frustrations you want to get out? Here we go. Got my cabbage all chopped up, and that is exactly how I like mine. You might like yours smaller, like I say, but however you like it, you can chop it that way. When I first started cooking, I would mix the dressing for my slaw in the same bowl. I don't do that anymore because I think it's easier to tell about your dressing. You live and learn, right, in cooking, and it's a process. As I started cooking more and more and got older, I realized that I needed to do my dressing in a separate bowl. So I'm going to take some Kraft mayonnaise, and by all means, everybody's got their opinion on mayonnaise. Some people can't even stand it, and if you can't, you can scroll on by, but some people like Duke's here in the South. Hellman's is big, but I like Kraft. I've always loved Kraft, not to hate on Duke's or any other kind of mayonnaise. I put about a cup in there, and I'm going to see if that's enough dressing. So then I'm using apple cider vinegar. Now normally I don't measure, so I'm going to do this. For the sake of this video today, I'm going to do measuring. Put about a tablespoon of apple cider vinegar in that, a teaspoon of sugar, sprinkle in celery salt to taste. I love the flavor of celery salt in my dressing, and sometimes I'll even sprinkle it over the top of the coleslaw once it's finished. So I just sprinkled a generous helping. Not celery seed, celery salt. Some people do use celery seed, not me. Take some kosher salt, get a pinch, pretty good pinch of that, and pour it in. I'm just going to whisk that up. Now, if you like freshly ground pepper, this is where you'd want to add your freshly ground pepper. I'm not a big fan of the big hunks of pepper. My hubby likes it, and my mama likes it, but I'm not a great fan of that. Try taste, and this is where you'll see if your vinegar to sugar ratio panned out. I think we need to add some more sugar. I'm going to add two total teaspoons of sugar in it, and some more celery salt, just because I love it. You may have heard my little dog Charlie bark in the background. He usually sleeps in his bed quietly till the kids come home, and then he will jump up if he sees a cat go by outside. We have a couple of neighborhood cats, and they come over, and Charlie jumps up and barks at them every now and then, or if he sees a bird. Okay, I'm going to try the taste of it again. That's about right. This is a matter of your taste, your preference as to how you get your vinegar to sugar ratio right for you and your taste buds. So I'm going to pour this dressing over the cabbage, and I like my things a little bit on the sour side. Anything with vinegar, those are the things I lean to. Pickles and kraut and all that good stuff. And I'm just going to stir this up. It doesn't take a whole lot of dressing. The cabbage, is full of water, so as you put salt to it, it'll have the water come out. And you might not like as much dressing. And again, that is a matter of preference. Everybody has their way that they do things. I like a lot of dressing. Now, I've just sprinkled the top of it with some more celery salt. And of course, here in the South, we like coleslaw, which is about everything. My favorite things with it are chicken casserole, barbecue, fried fish, but you can eat coleslaw just about at every meal in the South, except for breakfast, and you're good to go. So this is my coleslaw, and I hope you enjoy the recipe.